So let's explain what the federal tax credit for electric car is. Hey everyone, welcome back to Motor Masters. If you're considering buying an electric vehicle, EV, or plug-in hybrid this year, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into the 2024 EV tax credit, a significant update that could help you save thousands of dollars on your next car purchase. We'll cover everything from which vehicles qualify, how to ensure you're eligible, and even how to maximize these savings at the point of sale. So whether you're eyeing a brand new Tesla or a used Nissan Leaf, stick around because this video is packed with valuable information. What is the electric vehicle tax credit? And let's kick things off by talking about what exactly the electric vehicle tax credit is. The EV tax credit is a non-refundable federal tax incentive designed to encourage the adoption of electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles. For the 2024 tax year, this credit can be worth up to $7,500 for new EV purchases and up to $4,000 for used ones. The credit reduces your tax liability by the credit amount, but doesn't provide a refund if the credit exceeds your tax bill. A new and exciting feature for 2024 is that you now have the option to transfer this tax credit directly to the dealership. This means you can receive an immediate discount on the purchase price of your vehicle rather than waiting until tax season to claim the credit. It's a game changer for those who prefer upfront savings over a tax time windfall. Which cars qualify for the 2024 EV tax credit? Now, not all electric vehicles on the market are eligible for this credit, so let's dive into which ones qualify. The eligibility of a vehicle depends on several factors, including the make and model, the vehicle's price, and where the vehicle was manufactured. As of August 2024, many popular models qualify for the full $7,500 credit, including the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y, the Ford F-150 Lightning, and the Chevrolet Bolt. However, it's crucial to know that not every version of these models will necessarily qualify for the full amount. For instance, only certain trims or configurations of these vehicles may meet the specific criteria set by the IRS. Here's a quick rundown of some vehicles and their potential credits. Tesla Model 3, 2024, $7,500 with an MSRP cap of $55,000. Ford F-150 Lightning, 2022-2024, $7,500 with an MSRP cap of $80,000. Chevrolet Bolt, 2022-2023, $7,500 with an MSRP cap of $55,000. Volkswagen ID Touareg 4, 2023-2024, $7,500 with an MSRP cap of $80,000. To ensure you're looking at the right version of a vehicle, it's best to use the tool provided by the IRS on the fueleconomy.gov website. This tool allows you to filter by model, year, vehicle type, and purchase scenario, helping you determine whether a specific car qualifies based on its delivery date. How to qualify for the 2024 EV tax credit. Now, let's talk about how you can qualify for the 2024 EV tax credit. First, both your income and the vehicle's price must fall within certain thresholds set by the IRS. Here are the details. For new EVs, single filers, income limit of $150,000. Married filing jointly, $300,000. Head of household, $225,000. For used EVs, single filers, income limit of $75,000. Married filing jointly, $150,000. Head of household, $112,500. A key feature here is that you can use your modified adjusted gross income, MAGI, from either the year the car is delivered or the previous year. This flexibility can be crucial if your income fluctuates, allowing you to qualify even if 1 year's income exceeds the limit. Final assembly requirement. Another important requirement to keep in mind is where the vehicle was assembled. To qualify for the tax credit, the vehicle must have undergone final assembly in North America. This is in line with the federal government's push to support domestic manufacturing. You can verify this by checking the vehicle's VIN, vehicle identification number, using the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's VIN lookup tool. Used EV tax credit qualifications. For those of you considering a used EV, the qualifications differ slightly. Used EVs can qualify for a tax credit of up to $4,000 or 30% of the vehicle's price, whichever is less. Here are the key criteria. The car must be at least 2 years old. The purchase price must be $25,000 or less. The vehicle must have a battery capacity of at least 7 kilowatt hours. The vehicle must weigh less than 14,000 pounds. The credit can only be claimed once every 3 years. One thing to note is that this credit applies only to the first transfer of the vehicle, so if the car has been sold multiple times, only the first buyer can claim the credit. How the EV tax credit is calculated. Now let's break down how the EV tax credit is calculated. For new vehicles, the $7,500 credit is split into two parts. Battery component requirement, $3,750 is available if the vehicle meets specific battery component requirements. This ensures that a certain percentage of the vehicle's battery components are manufactured or assembled in North America. Critical minerals requirement. The other $3,750 is tied to critical minerals. The vehicle must meet requirements that a certain percentage of the minerals used in the battery are extracted or processed in the US or countries with which the US has free trade agreements. If your vehicle meets only one of these requirements, you'll be eligible for a partial credit of $3,750. If it meets both, you'll get the full $7,500. How to claim the federal EV tax credit. If you're applying the credit on your tax return, you'll need to fill out IRS Form 8936. This form will help you calculate the amount of credit you qualify for and apply it to your tax return. Remember, this is a non-refundable credit, meaning it can reduce your tax bill to zero, but won't result in a refund if it exceeds your tax liability. Also, you can only claim the credit in the year the vehicle is delivered to you. For example, if you purchased an EV in 2023 but didn't take delivery until 2024, you would claim the credit on your 2024 tax return, which you file in 2025. Transferring the EV tax credit to the dealer. If you opt to transfer the tax credit to the dealership for an immediate discount, there are a few steps to follow. At the time of purchase, you'll need to provide your taxpayer identification number, typically your social security number, and a photo ID. You'll also need to attest that your income is within the eligibility limits and confirm that you understand the conditions of the credit. This is important because if it turns out you weren't eligible for the credit, the IRS could require you to pay back the amount. So make sure your documentation is accurate and complete. EV rebates and state-level incentives. In addition to the federal tax credit, there are also state-level incentives you might qualify for. For example, California's Clean Air Vehicle Program offers carpool lane access to certain EVs, and New York has a state rebate of up to $2,000. However, be aware that some states may not allow you to combine state and federal incentives, so you'll want to check the rules in your area. Leasing and the EV tax credit. Lastly, let's touch on leasing. If you lease an EV, you won't be able to claim the federal tax credit yourself. However, the dealership or leasing company may qualify for a commercial vehicle tax credit, which is less restrictive than the credit for individual buyers. This means they might pass some of those savings on to you by lowering your monthly lease payments. But keep in mind, they're not required to do this, so you may need to negotiate. The 2024 EV tax credit presents an exciting opportunity for anyone looking to go green with their next vehicle purchase. However, with all the eligibility criteria, income limits, and vehicle requirements, it can be a bit overwhelming. If you're unsure about your situation, it's always a good idea to consult with a tax professional to ensure you're getting the most out of this incentive.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with anyone who might be interested in buying an EV, and subscribe to our channel for more tips on how to save money and make smart financial decisions. See you in the next video.